The elder should be calm and not credulous. He should be a man who knows how to keep his cool. Sober means sober minded or serious. He means business. This does not mean an elder cannot have a sense of humor, but he should be serious about the office which he holds. Of good behavior, an elder should be orderly in his conduct. He doesn't do questionable things. I knew a minister who got himself into a great deal of difficulty because of his careless actions. This is what I was talking about. The rumors were that he had an affair with a woman in the congregation. I'm confident from all the information that came to me that's from several sources that he was not guilty, but he certainly had been careless in his conduct. He was a young minister, and often at church social gatherings, he would kindly say that he was going to take another woman's wife home. He would take her, leave her off at her door, and then go um, on to his home. All this was done with a great deal of kidding, but it caused some people to raise their eyebrows and start talking. My feeling is that the conduct of an officer or a minister should be absolutely above reproach. Kidding is fine, but it should not lead to questionable activity. This is why we have the Ten Commandments of Celebrate Recovery. That I'm wearing the shirt for. The one of You do not ride alone in a car with a woman. You do not text or phone call a woman inappropriately, and those type things. I believe. Some people don't believe like me because uh, they have no other choice. But me and my wife agreed that we would minister together. She would minister to women, and I would minister to men. That doesn't mean I don't talk to women. I do talk to women if needed be, but I will take them to my wife if they need prayer or if they need advice. I will point them to her if at all possible. And so some people have problems with that, but that's because that they don't have a spouse. Given to hospitality means that an elder is to be a hospitable individual. He is the type of fellow who invites his preachers and others out to lunch. I've always liked fellows like that and have had the privilege in recent years of meeting many wonderful and hospitable laymen in my travels all over the country. One will come and put his arms around me and say, "Now, can I help you in some way? Is there anything I can do?" They do things like have a bowl of fruit or a bouquet of flowers sent to my hotel room where I happen to be staying. One time in San Diego, I broke off a capped tooth, and the doctor friend commended a dentist there. That dentist is such a wonderful man. I still go all the way to San Diego for my dentistry care. Again, that's McGee and not me. Such hospitable men can be found all across the country. One of the things here is, it's important to be able to fellowship. We need to, as a church, to have fellowship meals together where we fellowship koinonia. The Bible teaches that. I don't know where we left off the practice of that, but we need to be able to sit down and fellowship with other people as a pastor of the church and get to know them better. We're there to help them, to ask questions, and to disciple them, and that's a great opportunity to do that. Is during the fellowship or koinonia time, during the partaking of a meal together. Apt to teach. This is something I emphasize because I do not feel any man ought to be an elder of the church unless he can teach the Word of God. I used to say that, to my church officers that I wished it was possible to give a theological exam to each one of them to determine if he was qualified to be an officer. I never actually did that, but I always thought it would be a good idea. It reminds me of whenever I had a grocery store, I thought I'd give them a math test to see how much math